We're talking about the fact that you were made for this. Somebody type that in the chat. Say, I am made for this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm bringing you into my practice right now. This is how I respond to the hatred. This is how I respond to the haters. This is how I respond to the division. This is how I respond to the pain. This is how I respond to the responsibility. Come on, type it in the chat. I was made for this. I was made for this. It's too much hell going on, too much hatred going around, too much anger being circulated around our planet. People are looking for leaders who will step up, leaders who will say something, leaders who will stand for truth, leaders who will speak life when other people are speaking death, leaders who will say things that are good for people to hear, even if they don't want to hear it. Woo! But good thing you were made for this. Oh, one of my favorite scriptures is that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Oh, yeah. Type that in the chat. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That meant God took his time on you. That means that he knit you together just perfectly how you're supposed to be. Everything about you was made intentionally for the times that we live in today. But here's the challenge. You have to reveal all of who you are. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, who's ready? Let's go. Instagram's ready. Is Facebook ready? Nope. Come on, Daryl. What's up, Miss Vanessa? You ready? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. In the Jack, you from the Jacktown, type Jacktown. In the Jack, we was dealing with violence, friends dying, not feeling safe in our own streets, South Side versus North Side beef, East Side versus West Side beef, dealing with cuttings, not killings, but cuttings in school, people trying to cut one another. Can't even go to a basketball game without a fight. Always something. Every party ending in fight. People cheating on each other. People, I mean, feeding each other drugs. I mean, just all of that pain I grew up in. The one thing that gave me a relief is we just used to clown, doing like this. Just do something with the emotion. Get hype. Turn up. I said one of the reasons why we got in trouble growing up is because we were bored. We just didn't have anything better to do, so we just decided that we were going to do something that was foolishness. Let me stop this. I knew it was going to mess up my instrumental. Let me stop this. So don't feel the void of boredom with things that are harmful to other people. And that's what I did growing up. And one of the things that helped us to release was just turning on instrumentals, clowning, freestyling in the cars, like cracking jokes, like doing something other than sitting in that perpetual cycle of pain. And I don't agree with what we used to rap about. I don't support with what we used to rap about. I don't even feel proud of what I used to rap about, but I am glad that I found an outlet. I am glad that I found a way to express and to release the things, the identity confusion. Like start listening to rap music from a different language. Like listen to some of these street gangster rappers, not through the lens of the things that they're promoting, but through the lens of the pain that they're really truly facing. Because that expression of violence and anger and womanizing is really just a reflection of a deep inward broken pain. It's so deep. They say hurt people hurt people, hurt people hurt people, and hurt people make hurt people music. And so now I use instrumentals, hip hop instrumentals to cultivate my energy, to align with the abundant mentality, to remind myself of what God has for me, not to run from the pain that I'm currently facing. And I'm telling you, I've been stressed out a little bit, not a lot of it. I've been stressed out a little bit, primarily because my platform is increasing. My opportunities are opening up. Uh, and speaking in front of audiences and talking to students and talking to CEOs, we are so much more alike than we are different, but we are so divided. We don't see it that way. We've got people who don't talk to one another. Like I'll say things in a certain circle that is, I mean, they would gut me alive if they found out that I said it, because that is how much they disagree. And we're not coming together enough as a society because of our differences of opinion. And what we don't understand is it is our uniqueness that makes us stronger. It is our unity that makes us stronger. And so we have to learn how to be in relationship with, how to do business with, how to do life with, how to build communities with other people who do not agree the same things that we agree. And let me tell you something. If you are a person who is fighting for morals, standards, faith that you feel like is what do you call it? Uncompromisable, like it's not for sale, it's eternally valuable. If you have beliefs within yourself that you believe in so strongly like that, then I'm telling you, that is the things you need to speak up about. And if you're really about it, and if you're really deeply, corely committed to those beliefs, then you should be an evangelist of sort, trying to help people to understand these beliefs. If you really believe in them so strong that you cut people out your life, you believe in your core belief so strong that if people don't believe it, you cut them out of your life, then you should be evangelizing. You should be out here talking to the people that think opposite of you to help them see your side of view. But people are in their silos, surrounding themselves with people who think like them, talk like them, act like them, dress like them, and they're not diversifying within their communities. And we have to diversify communities. And diversity is more than putting a black person in an all-white photo. Somebody type that in the chat. Diversity is more than putting a black person in an all-white photo. Diversity is more than even skin color or race. Diversity is more than ethnicity. We need diversity of talent. We need diversity of thought. We need diversity of beliefs. We need diversity of perspectives. We need diversity of gender. We need diversity to spark our greatest level of creativity because of the times that we live in. I don't know how much you read about greenhouse gas emissions. I don't know how much you read about the wars going on. I don't know how much you heard about the future of our natural resources, but I'm telling you, wake up. Wake up. We have to change something, or else we're going to keep passing on our problems to the next generation instead of our blessings to the next generation. It makes no good to leave a financial inheritance if you don't have an inheritance of thought, if you don't have an inheritance, if they have no place to live. And we have a opportunity to make a difference. That's right, Chris. Hurt people hurt people. Chris Stone in the house. What's up? Hurt people, music. So true. Appreciate you. Appreciate you too. Come on, Daryl. Come on. It's bigger than black and white. Preach, preach, preach. So I came on here with one assignment. I came on here with one agenda. I came on here with one message to tell you that you were made for this. That I know it's kind of scary to peek your head out into the public eye. That I know some of you are afraid because you've been incubating, you've been preparing. You're like David, you've been fighting the lion and the bear, and now it's time for you to slay Goliath, and you know that changes everything. Write that down. Say, this changes everything. What is this? This time, this season that you live in changes everything for you, because it's always been your time. It just wasn't your turn. And now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. Now it is your turn. And I so feel that deeply within me. I know that it's for somebody watching this stream right now. Like, I know somebody's been incubating. I know somebody's been preparing. I know somebody's been writing. I know somebody's been out there practicing, but you haven't yet stepped into the fullness of who you are, or the fullness of the platform, or the reach that you know is out there for you to reach. And I'm telling you, it's your turn. I'm telling you why. Because I go and speak to these audiences, and I know that I can only help the former version of myself. I can only speak to that which I have lived. I can only lead people to that place where I have gone. And I feel, if I'm talking to, let's say it's an audience of 100 or 1,000 people, I feel the people who I'm not reaching slipping through my finger cracks, like just slipping through, like out the back, like, oh my gosh. And I don't think that I'm called to help every single person on the planet. But I'm saying, like, that person who walked out with their head hung low as if their problem is too difficult to solve, as if their situation is too bad that they don't see a pathway out. That person needs you. That person needs your story. That person needs your leadership. That person needs your curriculum, your resources, your genius, the things that you've learned in the midst of all the lessons that you've had in life. They need that. And the problem is it doesn't matter how much you know if nobody knows who you are. And I had to come with that reality. Like I remember just being like in church and just feeling like, man, I'm trying to reach all these people. I'm trying to reach all these people. I'm trying to reach all these people. And all I was doing was plastering church things on the billboard, hoping people would come to me, not realizing that God was calling me to them, to go to where they are, speak messages that they care about, and be a light in the midst of darkness. You know, I was like sitting there trying to summon people instead of going to where they are. And now I'm out here, y'all. I'm out here. I'm on stages. I'm speaking to people, and I'm telling you, your story is needed. I'm telling you, they say the harvest is plentiful, but it's the workers that are few. That's what they say, the workers. So it says, pray to the Lord of harvest to send workers out into his field. And I'm telling you, guess what? Don't look to your left. Oh, this is my right. Your left, though. Don't look to your left. Don't look to your right. Look right here in the mirror. Look right here inside. You are the change that you seek. You are the change that you seek. It's not someone else, it's you. You. And I don't care if, man, one of the things that's hard is like, there's two, let's just call it two groups of people. Okay, there's groups of people who have large influence, and there's people who have lesser. Okay, smaller. I don't like the word lesser, smaller influence, right? Some people are called to the masses and the millions, right? I'm one of those people. I've accepted that about myself. I used to be in resistance. I used to be too insecure. I used to say that I'm not qualified. I used to say all of this stuff, but no longer am I denying what's always been on my life. My entire life, I am accepting. Somebody type that in the chat. Say, I accept who I am. I accept the platform that is before me. I accept the leadership mantle that is on my life. I accept my divine assignment. I accept all of who I am. I accept it. Come on. You believe it. Come on. This internal work will do more than your funnel, will do more than your video, will do more than any tactic will ever teach you. The internal belief that you were made for this, that you were born for such a time as this. Come on, somebody's saying it over here on Instagram. I accept my assignment. Somebody's owning it. LinkedIn is still perpetrating. I'll just sit here for 10 years and try to advance my career. I'll just wait for a raise. Instead of being the raise. Ooh, stop waiting for a raise and be the raise. Stop waiting for the raise and be the raise. Make so much Make so much noise within your organization that they're like, man, we have to give this person a raise. We have to hire this person. We have to, because of how they're showing up today. Can I tell you that when I was an intern at Central Michigan University, that I was over here putting in my everything. They was not paying me enough. They were not giving me enough opportunity. They were not elevating my gift. No, I was being incubated. They was editing my stuff. My stuff was not the best, but my stuff was better than the opportunity that I was being given. And so instead of complaining, instead of trying to look for another job and hope somebody else just sees my value, I decided to make so much noise. I decided to be the raise. I raised the temperature of the organization. I had people doing push-ups in the office. I raised the level of execution. I showed up. I decided to try my best. I asked questions. I was coachable. I was teachable. And because of that, guess what? Got opportunities. Got to be a part of Colin Powell's press appearance. Got to be lead editor of a couple of the magazines. Got to play a very integral role in helping the university with one of their most major communication initiatives. Yes. Why? Because I was the raise. Stop waiting for a raise and be the raise. Be the raise. Facebook's ready. Let's go. We got Chris still on LinkedIn. Let's go. Facebook user, get a headshot. You can't be on here. A lot of headshot. Okay, I'm gonna land this plane because I think y'all get what I'm saying. If you get what I'm saying, type I get it. I get it. I recently realized I was on the beach and now I'm walking into my arena. I accept it and I embrace it. Yes, absolutely. I accept all of who I am. You were made for this. I know in times of crisis, it can be tempting to look for someone else to lead. Imagine being on a real life battlefield in a war and the soldiers are rushing. They say the frontline soldiers are the ones that die first. And I think that's what's happening in our time, that this wave, this army of hate, this army of division, this army of hypersensitivity, this army of cancel culture, this army of religious pride, this army of jealousy, this army of unforgiveness is just approaching and rushing. And it's like, here you are sitting in the crowd waiting for someone else to step up to the front line and take the first shot. But if you're watching this, I'm telling you, it's because you need to take the first shot. Type, take the first shot. Take the first shot. Step up to the front lines. And if you're doing that, keep doing it. And if you're doing that and you feel alone, hit me up. You're not alone. I'm in this with you. Connecting people, mentoring people, coaching those who I'm supposed to coach, passing those along to the right people, right? If it's speaking, I got you. If it's business, I know somebody. If it's PR and marketing, I know somebody. If it's church growth, I know somebody. If it's new covenant leadership, I know somebody. I'm not saying I know everybody. But I'm saying you're not alone. And I'm saying one of the ways that you actually discover that to be true is you have to speak up about the things that you're really struggling with. You have to speak up about the areas where you really need support. Nobody can help you with what they don't know about. And we know it's not always money. It's not always money. In fact, most of the times it's not money. Even if we think it is more money, it's not money. It's not money. Sometimes you need somebody to shake you and say, hey, stop chasing something that you already have. Stop trying to be someone who you already are. Sometimes you need that. And maybe you don't have that in your life. Maybe you just got a bunch of yes men and yes women who just tell you everything you like to hear and just agree with everything you say. They never tell you how it is, either because of their own lack of accountability within themselves or because you are not open-minded. You're not open to change. You're not open to make a decision that's different. So the good news is that you're not alone. And if you need support, just reach out. Shoot me a DM. Let me know what's going on. I'd love to support you. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm about to sign off. And remember, you were made for this. Okay. You're made for this. Y'all want to go out on some music? Let's go out on my instrument. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. I need a DJ to come do my live streams with me. If you're a DJ, you want to come do the live stream with me, come with it. Like, woo, when the beat drop. Hey. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm supposed to be ready. I gotta get ready for a meeting. Come on, type it. I was made for this in the chat. I'm gonna get myself back hyped up. Woo! 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 My son is on the way. I was made for this. Woo! Baby boy coming. He's bringing out the king in your boy. I'm like, I can't shrink from the little man. I got my daughters. They a beast in their own self. But I was made for this. Come on. If you was made for this, type I was made for this in the chat. If you haven't did it yet, I see you. I can see the viewers. I was made for this. And if I can't see you, Big Brother sees you. Facebook sees you. Tuning in, watching, letting the war pass you by. But get in the game. Get in the game. Get in the game. Come on. There we go. I was made for this. Get in the game. Come on. Get in the game. Come on. Get in the game. Come on. Get in the game. All right. All right, y'all. You was made for this. I gotta go. Peace.